Hi everyone, my name is John Gold, and I wanted to address a particular concept concerning 9/11 that it seems a lot of people have adopted. And I wrote a script about it, so I'm just going to read from that. It seems that to many progressives, the idea of blowback is why 9/11 happened. The idea of blowback in 9/11 doesn't fit in my brain. We would have to ignore the past intentions of people that were in office at the time of 9/11, people from the PNAC, and remember all of the documentation that is available on them, people that wrote a clean break, and so on. We would have to ignore statements and actions made by people prior to 9/11 about geopolitical desires in that region, oil, pipelines, gas, minerals, etc. We would have to ignore things like George W. Bush's very first principals meeting 10 days after his inauguration, where he asked to, quote, go find me a way, end quote, to get into Iraq. That Iraq was, quote, topic A, end quote, on the agenda of that meeting. This, according to former Treasury Secretary Paul O'Neill. We would have to ignore things like Bushco, or, that's what I call it, telling the different alphabet agencies to, quote, back off the Saudis and the bin Ladens after coming into office. Did that have an impact on why 9/11 happened? It sure seems to be the case. We would have to ignore relationships between people in this country and people from other countries who were tied to 9/11. It just doesn't fit. There shouldn't be blinders on for 9/11. That's what the idea of blowback does. Many have adopted that view concerning 9/11 in the way they write about it now and previously. I think it's very wrong to look at it that way. Did U.S. foreign policy in that region create people that hated the U.S.? You had better believe it. But you still shouldn't look at 9/11 with blinders on. It is completely dishonest in my point of view. That's all I had to say, and thank you very much for your time.